Hi, I'm Samantha, and I want to know what your plans are when your grandparents can no longer take care of themselves day to day. Here, watching me and critiquing me, I have my friend Anthony. I'm a caregiver, and I've been a caregiver for 6 years. I've taken care of a variety of people, including people with dementia and Alzheimer's and diabetes, and it is really fun because everyone's different and the job is different every day. First, I will explain the importance of fulfilling basic needs of the elderly. Second, I will share why it's important to adapt to situations quickly. Lastly, I will share why being a good person is important. A great caregiver knows the importance of fulfilling basic needs. Every day, I clean, I cook, and I help care for continence. I know as a caregiver that I need to be clean so that my client doesn't get sick. I need to try to decrease the likelihood of illness by keeping the environment and myself clean. I use proper intimate care in myself and in my client by washing hands, showering, and cleaning surfaces. I also know that they love when a good home-cooked meal is prepared for them, and it's so important to provide proper nutrition for diabetics and for people who cannot swallow. Based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, proposed in 1943, it ensures that the needs are displayed in a triangle form, and the basic needs are at the bottom, and as you go higher, you can fulfill more of your needs. An elderly person needs safety and physiological needs taken care of first, just like anybody else. Fulfilling the basic needs helps prolong security and natural life. A good caregiver is adaptive, and people who have illnesses like psoriasis and Alzheimer's, they have a lot of pain, and it's important to be there on a consistent and reliable basis. It is really important to be reliable because patients with diabetes need regular insulin checks and regular meal times. And people with Alzheimer's also need to have their environments controlled with lights because they have actually lost track of time, which is really interesting. So being a caregiver, you spend a lot of time with the client, making sure that things are regulated and stable. You need to be understanding because you both may not agree what is best in the moment. But the most important thing is being resourceful and, in case of emergencies, knowing what to do. You need to have medications and existing health conditions written down so that way you can give to a paramedic. You need to know how to get into contact with the paramedic, and for them to get in contact with you, you need to be able to tell them where you are at the time and the easiest and fastest way to get there. While you wait for the paramedics, you need to know what to do in that situation. And as a caregiver, I am CPR and first aid certified, and most people require that because it's so important. If someone falls, have they stopped breathing? Have they had a head injury? Do you need to know how to splint or hold the neck? If someone has a DNR, you need to know what to do in that situation as well. Unexpected things always happen, and about 12% of falls in the US lead to injury. The three most important things I can think of being a caregiver is to be alert, be prepared, and know what to do in case of emergency. As a caregiver, I try to be the type of person that I would want in my aging process. I take care of personal matters, including mail, finances, and medication, so I know that they don't want people stealing money or medication, and you need to be upfront and honest at all times. I do generally want to be there for my clients. I do respect my job. I am clean, friendly, pleasant, and I try to have a good attitude at all times. The caregiver encourages activities and behavior that increase the quality of life. All things, including a balanced diet, active exercise, routines designed to optimize the way of life, are important. I have explained why basic needs are most important. You can now understand why being able to adapt to situations quickly is of utmost importance. And now you can see why being a good person is helpful in achieving quality of life in the elderly. Overall, being a caregiver is a humbling position because you are encouraging the graceful aging of a person. Thank you so much for listening to my speech about what it's like to be a caregiver. And I thank you so much for your time. And I hope that you take a few minutes and thank your grandparents and ask them what they need the most.